Hello everyone, this is Expensive Country, and today I'm going to show you the world's first gaming browser. As you know, Opera has known to be sluggish, slow, buggy, unupdated, and the UI are so big and some UI are so small, and those things. But now that's changed. Opera has released a new browser which is called Opera GX, which has some features especially tailored to gamers and streamers. So, what are we waiting for? Let's dive in. So, after when we open Opera GX, we get a look like this. This is the Opera GX, and when we open it, we let it look like this. Why I said that it's made for gamers and streamers, now I will say you. As you know, a gaming setup includes some RGB lighting, but in this browser also you have RGB lighting. As you know, the whole browser is made of dark color. So this means that the whole browser is made of dark color. So as you know, this bar is dark instead of light, it's dark here, and here you have Game Geeks Corner where you have some games which are free, which are paid, and some others. So here are some free games which you can play right now, but this is made for Xbox, this is also Xbox, this is PlayStation, and this is from Steam, this is Epic Games. So here you can find some new gaming news, here you have some gaming news, here you can find some gaming news, and here's the GX corner. Now the second thing I would like to talk is the GX control. GX control is basically a place where you can control your browsers, how much it uses your RAM, how much it uses your GPU, CPU. So here you have the GX control. I have opened the GX control. In the GX control, you can read this feature. Here are tab skiller. For example, I will open a new tab. I'll open YouTube here, and here I will open. Let's open, for example, maps. So here in this page I have opened maps. Now maps will take up more resources because it needs my location and those all. When we open our GX control, here we can see hot tab skiller. In the hot tab skiller you can slash tabs which kill you see use your resources. So as you know, the YouTube is only using 0% and it's using 3%, 1%, and here it's using 11%, just as I said, because it needs more resources. You can slash the tabs which use more resources. Just click on it, it will close the tab. So this feature is kind of stupid because here when you just click on this, it also closes that tab. So I think this is much like an it's much like an what to call a tab manager. So here we have the network limiter. Here we can limit how much network our it's uploading to the internet, and how much network is used to download, and how much network is used to upload a video something. So here I have set it uh, 1 MB 8 Mbps. So here it's 8 Mbps. I don't like this thing because the network limiter sometimes make your browsing experience slow, sluggish. So I sometimes turn off this network limiter when I'm uploading the video to YouTube because it takes some time to upload. And the thing here is the RAM limit. So, for example, you are playing an online game on this browser and you want to also multitask, and you are opening another tab to listen some music. As you know, the game is using your whole RAM, and when you open a new tab, then it's the gaming RAM is using the full RAM. So that's why the second tab will not work. So I am not pretty sure how to show it, but here is the RAM is used 0.53 GB. So here we can set a memory limit. We can set a memory limit. For example, if we can set this much, so even if my RAM wants to use more than this much, it will not let it. I personally don't recommend this to this much less to use, if because when you are using a game, it might make your experience sluggish and those things, because it does not let you to use much RAM. It does not let the game to use much RAM. But if you're using an PC which is a low end PC which has 2 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM, 6 GB RAM, then it's probably ideal to on this. So for now, I will just on this thing. So as you know, whenever we on it, there is a sound coming. I will stop talking for some time and let's see the sound. Yes, we can hear the sound. So we can put a memory limit. My personal memory favorite memory limit is not the max, because max doesn't put any memory limit, of course. So here you can put the middle one. I think this is the best one. So the middle one is the best, I think, and that's probably the nice one. And put the middle one, and here we have the CPU limiter. I'm using 42% CPU, and if I turn on the CPU limiter and less than this, then it will limit my CPU to use more than this. As you know, I just turned on CPU limiter. Turn this off, it will use much more CPU. So limit how much CPU Opera GX can use, and when we turn this on, then it will limit the Opera GX. It will limit the browser to use how much CPU it uses. So, for example, you're just playing in game which is online game. For example, you're playing Among Us online, and then you see that the Among Us is taking much CPU. I'm not saying the truth, because Among Us is not a 3D game and it doesn't take that much CPU, but still, will for example, Among Us takes so much CPU, and you also want to play another thing. So that time the thing will happen is, when you are using among playing Among Us and you're trying to multitask, then Among Us is using the full CPU, and if there is no CPU limit, then it will use full CPU, and there will be no CPU space, that no percentage left for another game. That's why you can turn on CPU limiter. I basically don't like CPU limiter that much, because it makes your problem a bit computer a bit slow. But I like to use CPU limiter. I like to use 50% CPU limiter, so that's enough, I guess. And here, and one more thing I forgot to show you is the hard limit. For example, your computer needs more than this much RAM. Your computer needs more than this much RAM, and um, your computer needs more than this much RAM, and the Opera is stopping it. So when Opera sees that there is so much struggle, then Opera turns this off automatically. But if we turn on hard limit, then whatever happens, Opera will not turn on this RAM limiter. So I personally don't like hard limit, because it's a bit bad and it can crash your PC. Your PC might crash, and the blue screen BSOD screen might come, which is blue screen of death. Like your PC ran into a problem, now it needs to restart. That might cause any problem. And if you're having a very low end PC like 2 GB RAM, so that's probably it's ideal to put this hard limit. So then it will not exceed more than 2 GB and will not try to hang. So this is the GX control feature, and here in the GX cleaner, I actually am using this for the first time. So here in the GX cleaner, you haven't cleaned anything yet. 690 browser files, 210. So minimum, mid, maximum. So what's in the cache? Cookies. So here you can actually clean your browser thingy. Browser, I'll turn on tabs. I don't want browsing history to be cleared. On downloads, I don't want to. Sidebar icons, nope, I don't want to. Just turn on sidebar icons. What will this do? Okay, I would just want to clear the tabs. So let's start cleaning. So it will clear everything. So cleaning in progress. Okay, so It actually has less browser files. So this is the GX cleaner. Here we have Discord, Twitch, Discord. Here we can pin our Twitch, Discord, Reddit. I am not pretty sure if Reddit comes here, but we can pin it, of course. So you can pin it, and what is this? It's speed dial. So in the speed dial, it's in the Chrome. I'll open Chrome. In Chrome, you have the instead of speed dial, you have the new tab. So the new tab in Opera, new tab is called as speed dial. So that's the thing. And here we have many options, controls. Here we have the bookmarks. When you click on this, there will be bookmarks coming up. Personal news. When you click on this, it will take us to the news column. Here we have the news section. I don't like reading the news that much. History, downloads, extensions, and the best part I would like to say is Chrome extensions are pretty much supported on this. So I have some Chrome extension installed on my PC. It's the Grammarly with some Chrome extension. So here there is an app which is called Install Chrome extension from the Chrome Web Store. This is automatically installed when you install a new Chrome extension from Chrome Web Store. When you open Chrome Web Store, try installing it, and that time this happens like this automatically installs, and then it helps these things to install. So that's all. And one more thing I want to say is this. Here down we have also GX control. Here we have sidebar setup, and here we have an Opera, customize and control Opera. And when you click on this, it's a menu. Here we can do everything we want. In Chrome there is also a menu which is kept here. In Chrome this is the menu. This thing is instead of here, it's kept here. Here you have the easy setup. In the easy setup control, here you have the kind of place. So you have the kind of place where you can change settings quickly. So here we have the ultraviolet, classic, ultraviolet. I'm seeing this thing for the first time because this thing is the first time. Okay, so this is the new feature which is there in the Opera GX. This is the classic one, and this is the ultraviolet one. I'm not pretty sure what ultraviolet does, but I'll try to make a separate video once I get to know what's ultraviolet. So here we have the classic one. I enabled classic one. Whoa. I see. So this before basically it comes like there would be many colors. From here there will be many colors. When you click on that, it will change the color, but now it's different. Here we have the theme. Instead of colors, we have the theme section where it says classic, ultraviolet. Here we can choose fruit Mary, purple haze, vaporizers. So these are the things here, and here we have the appearance. You can click on show bookmarks bar, then it will not show the bookmarks bar. You can uncheck show sidebar, then it will not show the sidebar. It will only show the menu. So for some people the sidebar might be, they might think that it's a space consuming theme, so they can turn off the sidebar by going to here and click on, instead of click uncheck show sidebar, then the sidebar will not show. This will only be the menu. I personally don't like the sidebar much because it does not do that much work, but still it's useful for GX control and those things. I will turn on sidebar. Here the start page. In the start page we have some preloaded wallpapers. My favorite preloaded wallpaper is this. I downloaded a wallpaper from somewhere, I don't know, I forgot. So I downloaded the wallpaper from here. This is another wallpaper. This is my desktop wallpaper. This is my desktop wallpaper. So I'll like to set my desktop wallpaper as this wallpaper. So these are some features which are tailored to gamers, and another features which I like so much is the sounds. When we hover on something, or for example we'll type now something on the web address, enter search or web address. For example, we'll type expensive country. We can hear the typing type of sound. This is the sound of an auto. Oh, this sound looks nice. When you hover on these tiles, then also one sound comes. So as you know, the sound comes. Another and the most last feature of this browser, which is another my personal favorite one, is the dark mode. As you know, in the night we like to see some dark pages in Chrome. When you, even if you turn on the dark mode, even the dark mode, the pages here come with light. So for example, I'll open Hangouts. In Hangouts, this will come as white. Everything is white except this thing. This thing is black, and everything is white. So in Hangouts, and here this is in the Hangouts section, and here in this, when we go to this same website here, when we go to the same website here, it's dark. This thing is not default by enabled in default, so you have to enable this by going to here in this latest one. So here you can also put some background music. Yes, we can hear the background music. I don't like the background music. It's not useful, so I'll turn off splash screen on startup. It's nice. In Twitch, I have enabled Twitch, so I can use Twitch. So here is the force dark pages. If we turn this off and open the same website last time we opened, everything will come in white. So for example, we'll open google.com. So here, as you know, everything is white, and in the night when the white screen comes and it just blows you up and you can see properly, but when you turn on this force dark pages, so now this will turn something what dark. So I, for me, some features in Tinkercad, sometimes it happens like when you want to choose white color for an object in Tinkercad, it doesn't come because it thinks the browser thinks it's a white element and it turns it to the dark element. That's some bugs which should be fixed in this browser, and that's all. And here I have one more feature which I like, which is block ads. You can block ads, you can block trackers, you can enable VPN. I don't like VPN, it actually sucks. So that's all for my video. If you like this video, please just scroll down and hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, feel free to comment down below whatever you have, whatever your concerns you have, whatever thoughts you have. You can just comment it down. Thank you for watching. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.